recording. So, one thing I wanted to say on this is that this Leonard individual said that you kind of have an oddball item in place of his or in honor of his memory. Kayla says, I do have his shirt, and I just have to show you because you can't see it until you get it in yours. Bloop, look at, he even shows me the shirt that you have in honor of his memory. How cool. Okay, so another sign I just got is he tells me he passed really suddenly, but he goes like this, so it seems like suddenly in a tragic way. And then he shows me sunshine, so I don't think he saw it coming. I think it kind of happened really all of a sudden. I think I kind of like maybe had a little bit of a heads up, and then I was just kind of in it. You always feel like right now it feels like one little hair is like brushing up against my leg, and I gotta like go itch it off my leg, but nothing's ever there. It feels like you're walking through spider webs, but you're not moving. That's physical mediumship. He takes partial responsibility for how he passes. He says that situationally. He also draws me 3 roses on its side, which is very endearing. It was so sudden I never got to say goodbye. Who is this to you? Bye, Bobby. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Hard to breathe. Something of the upper body comes over him. He goes, stops me on a dime. He goes like this, and then he like spins a top, but it's a dime, and it just goes. You're hit. Okay, so you guys were cousins, so you're family, but you're basically best friends. All right. It was sudden. You didn't get a chance to say goodbye. What happened? A look up was like a wall, Kato. Like the situation came at me like a wall. Like as soon as it got my attention, boom. I didn't have any reaction time, he said. I was like, did you do it on purpose? He's like, I more of like stepped into it. I didn't, it was never something like it was never my intention, or I never like, hard to breathe. Ugh. He does take partial responsibility, though, and tells me he was passing in a tragic way. So how did he end up passing? And we're going to have to be especially careful for the things we say on the internet, apparently. Hmm. He was in the military. He suffered from PTSD, I think. Panic attack, tragedy, looks up, hits me like a wall, random situation, didn't expect it to go this way. Okay, didn't see it coming, snapped. All right, suffered from PTSD, and I would say unalived this way. He says, I suffered for a while, but it was more like a way of life. And then he gives me the number 9, so I don't know if he was in the military for like 9 years, but it's long enough to see some shit. I'll say that. He goes, everyone tried to help me, and I really couldn't put myself on other people. I almost feel like a little kid arts and craft project. Like, look at what I made for him. We all tried to help him, but he shut us out. He talks about that. He literally talks about that. He felt like he had to, and that's why he takes responsibility. He says it was just too much that time. And it was different than all the other times, he said. He's like, Kato, I used to get loud. You'd have to call people. I'd start screaming. But only during those moments. I was like, I hate to say this, but I was like, do you regret it? He's like, no. I said, are you at peace? He's like, yes. And I was like, what's the best thing you left behind? He goes, happiness. An interruption of happiness. He must have been having a lot of PTSD toward the last few years. Interesting, he wanted you to part your hair. Yeah, it was. Did you guys... Yeah. Huh. Weird. I don't know what the connection was, but that is. Like, I don't know why I even thought about that. Probably only because you said something, but yes. He did. He was so happy all the time. And then the episodes kind of interrupted the happiness. I think he was happy, and what he brought wasn't, true PTSD. Like, now we're in, now we're in the fucking desert. Now we're gonna do this and that and this and that. We got a special operation, boss. You gotta call him and like talk him out of it. Yeah. So he's at peace. He's alright. I feel like he did his part in the world as far as like fighting for us. He made it as long as his psyche can, and he's at peace. It's been 11 years and I still see him in my dreams, and you will continue to see him in your dreams. You are a for real medium, right? Y'all make sure you're following me. I am the for real medium for sure, and I love it. I love it. I love it here. I love each and every one of you guys, seriously. Okay. Yeah. What was I saying? He's like, just remember the good parts. And I was like, I think she does. And he goes, yeah, she does. And then he's a primary guardian angel for you. Why me and nobody else? Because you're the one that has conversations with me. And he says, thank you for how you're choosing to honor his memory. So you must do something or have something. I know you have a shirt, I think you said, but you have something that you like smell, or you choose to honor his memory, and you just like keep it alive in your environment. And he's like one of your spirits that you talk to every single day. And I just feel like it's great. Oh, I have a tattoo for him on your back. I love that. So he loves it too. I'm like, you're just doing something more than that. But he loves how you're choosing to honor his memory. He loves the tattoo you got in honor of his memory too. Cool. He kept us on till we got that fact for sure. I love that.